Hi, I'm Nancy Laura Joseph, and I want to share about a personal experience with the Master Blessings, as well as something that's going on in my home. As you can see, I'm not a very big person, and once the Master Blessings began, after about the second one, I started to have this experience where I'm tall. I'm not looking down on people's heads, but I am walking along, and all of a sudden, my experience is that people are on a lower level than I am physically, but I'm sort of floating. And it happens at very odd times, and it's happening more and more to the point where I'm having it happen every day. So it's a sort of a feeling of being centered because I'm floating. But I'm experiencing it on a physical level as though I'm tall, which is, I love it. I just really love it. And my spouse and myself, we have been a part of the Master Blessing program since October, and I've had about a dozen and a couple of personal blessings with Guruji. And in our home, we have a garden in the backyard, and we have fruit trees. And for 7 years, those fruit trees have had the worst fruit imaginable, to the point where I would just throw them away. I never even, if I cut into it, it was inedible and it looked terrible. And this last couple of months, I went to take a piece of fruit off thinking it was a lemon. The only things we could eat were the lemons. I went to take a lemon off the tree, and I cut into it and I looked at it, and it was, instead of being yellow, it was orange. And I thought, this is really odd. So I couldn't help but to taste it. And when I tasted it, I realized it was an orange. Now, I'm not saying that a lemon tree became an orange tree. I'm just saying that suddenly I had oranges. And they are so sweet that I'm eating tons of oranges. And my gardener, when I said something to him about it, because I didn't put two and two together, it didn't occur to me that maybe it had something to do with the Master Blessing. And he said, yes, I've been eating those oranges. They're unbelievable. One last thing. Because this happened, I decided to go and cut into a grapefruit on the grapefruit tree. And I cut into it, and I looked at it, and it was bright red. And it was always yellow and ugly. So, of course, I took a bite of it, and I went running into the other room to Brian and said, Brian, you're not going to believe this, but this grapefruit is so sweet that it tastes like an orange. And so they are the most incredible pieces of fruit, and there's never been any fruit that was even edible. So I brought some. I'm sorry I don't have for the whole group, but we did bring some to share, and bring some for Guruji and for the staff, so that you could have that experience, because I feel as though it's the fruit of the Master Blessings that are actually occurring in my life, both personally and physically, right in front of me. So thank you very, very much.